Trump's steel and aluminum tariffs are going to be devastating for the U.S. economy and for U.S. employment. For example, the number of workers who work in industries that use steel and aluminum is 50 times as many as the number of workers who actually work in steel and aluminum. So even though you might increase the employment of steel workers and aluminum workers, you're going to cost a lot more jobs in industries that depend on steel and aluminum. High tariffs will not only increase the cost of these raw materials that are crucial for the building industry, for auto manufacturing, for many other things, but even if you replace imports with domestic production, it's going to be more expensive. One analysis showed that for every job in the steel and aluminum industry that you protect or you create, you're going to have a $700,000 increase in cost for the American consumer. This chart shows the CFD, which is basically a track of prices that U.S. orange producers, most of whom are in Florida. The reason for this incredible drop is because Canada has been reconfiguring their imports, so they are no longer importing oranges from Florida. And this is likely a long-term or potentially permanent change because Canadians don't trust the United States anymore. They don't want to be doing business with us. They don't want to be importing from us. They don't want to be exporting to us. They are already rapidly reconfiguring their trade relations with the rest of the world. They're going to be importing from other countries, bypassing us, and they're going to be exporting to other countries as well. They're just going to get cut out. And it doesn't even matter if Trump changes his mind about the tariffs or reduces them later, because trust has been destroyed completely. The EU is planning to completely leave out the United States from any participation in the $700+ billion defense buildup they're planning to do. That means Lockheed Martin, all the defense contractors and manufacturers in the United States are going to be excluded from this spending. Trump himself recently said that they're going to sell step-down versions of fighters to Europe because they think maybe Europe will no longer be an ally. But Europe's already deciding that they're no longer going to rely on the United States for military hardware. Canada is also talking about completely canceling its fighter pilot deal with Lockheed Martin. If Trump's goal was to destroy American dominance in the world, it's hard to imagine a better strategy than what he is implementing. But I personally don't think it's intentional. I think it's just sloppiness on his part. He hasn't thought through the implications of his policies.